What do you think about only ever using single strokes in your playing? So never ever using double strokes or triple strokes or.
So you're talking that
anyway.
Travis Barker style,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of sort of how he plays. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think single strokes tend to lack a certain finesse for most people. You can finesse them and make them delicate and quick with like certain textures. You technically can do that, but they're not suited for everything. So I think you run into that issue, right? They have a very specific texture, and that texture is normally a little more like on the aggressive side. So you struggle for like really low control dynamics. That's one thing that you would run into if you only played singles. The other thing is mobility. Mobility, because you whatever note you play, it's a right hand on the floor tom. Well, the next note has to be a left hand. That's the rule. It's only single strokes. So if you wanted it to also be on the floor tom, but then you had a hi-hat, like you're gonna run into situations where you have to cross over, where you have to very quickly do a sweep, or well, it's technically not a sweep. That'll be doubles. But like you're gonna have to move very quickly in awkward positions all the time. It's going to happen frequently as you become more mobile and try to move those single strokes around. So one thing that doubles allow you to do is it buys you an extra note, because if the pattern is right, left, left, the extra left that you added, it's not single stroke, so it's not right, left, right. It's right and then two left hands. That extra left hand buys you one note amount of time to move the right hand to another place. So it gives you like little intermissions in your playing in which you can move your hand somewhere else more conveniently, because I got extra time, right? So that's one of the big reasons that you want a wide variety of rudiments to choose from, because they each come with different advantages. And buying your hands time is one of those advantages. If you can play doubles on one hand, it's just an extra note that you can use that time to move your right hand around. Also, there are accent advantages inside of different rudiments. So for example, if you wanted to play, let's just say we don't know what the pattern is, but I want you to play 6 notes. And in those 6 notes, the first 2 notes have to be loud, and the last 4 notes have to be very quiet. So you can use single strokes to do that. You can go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. You can do that. But think about the paradiddle diddle. It's fundamentally built to make that sound, because it's right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. So certain rudiments are like catered to producing a sound. Single strokes are more like it's like the rice of the rudiment world. Like it's kind of like this underneath thing that works for everything. Does that make sense? It's not
the base to a Chipotle bowl.
Exactly. It's not specialized, right? There's no spice on it yet.
Oh man.
It's not specialized for anything. It's like that baseline like template pattern, you know what I'm saying?
Would you like white or brown?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
okay.
Right?
That makes sense.
Yeah, and maybe double strokes would be the brown rice. Like it's a little more something, but it's still,
double strokes of the beans.
Yeah, something like that. That's a weird analogy.
And then Hertz's are the meat.
Yeah.
And then, whatever.
Chipotle lesson pack coming soon.
Oh, man.
We're just building burrito bowls over here.
But anyway, so to sum it up though, would you ghost or accent only ever using single strokes? Because it sounds like from a fundamental perspective, you should accent them.
Well,
but from any perspective beyond rice, it should be ghosted.
Yes. Okay. I mean, I think I'm going to give it the overall ghost, because there is a weird camp of people and they're young drummers normally, young punk drummers who normally say this. I've seen this comment a dozen times over the years, where they say, like, why would I learn rudiments when I could just play single strokes for everything? And what they don't yet understand is that it colors your playing. I can hear that the only thing you're playing is single strokes, right? And you can't change that until you learn more rudiments. So it's one of those things. It's like technically, yes. Technically, you can use single strokes for absolutely everything, and it will be possible. But it's so far from optimal in the domain of mobility, in the domain of dynamics, of texture, and even ease of playing. Like, it's harder to play some things with only single strokes, even though technically it's possible. Yeah, I would say I think the people that are in that camp and make that argument, all single strokes, bro. I think there's a lot that you're missing for sure.
Yeah, weird to be in that camp. I don't know.
Yeah.
As soon as you discover double strokes, you're like, oh, there's so much more.
Well, there's more, but it's also
potential.
double strokes are hard. They're really hard. So I think that's why a lot of people like really put their foot down on singles. It's like, oh, the easy ones, huh? Like that's what you love. Like I bet, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all that to say, there are styles that depend on that sort of playing. Travis Barker's a good example. He plays a lot of stuff with really fast, powerful single strokes, and it sounds good. So, can be done. Can be done. Thank you for watching this clip from the Orlando Drummer Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking for more content like this, ranging from masterclasses to in-depth courses to rudiments, grooves, fills, interviews with pro drummers, everything you can imagine, I've got all of that waiting for you at the link in the description. Click on orlandodrummer.com and start your free 7-day trial to see what's inside. I promise you will find something you like, and I will see you guys there.